Have you ever failed at something in life and had a strong desire to go back in time and change it? Maybe failing an exam, or after breaking up with your ex-girlfriend, have you wondered, how could I have done better? Okay, let's stop joking. We all know you're lonelier than a wolf shouting to the moon, trying to find a group he belongs to, but nobody answers back. Even a grandma's secret garden has more visitors than your lonely ass. However, there's a guy who got a chance to change his past. The only issue, he is not alone. The title of this manga is My Ex-Wife is Young Again and She's in My Class. There's a couple walking on the street, having a dispute, waiting for their divorce. It seems obvious they will never get back together again. There is no way for them to sleep under the same roof. When our protagonist started dating Yuzuka, he had thought he was the luckiest man alive, having such a great woman by his side. But that changed drastically. Our boy would slap the shit out of his younger version. How could he have been so blind to her bad habits? But despite having a fight right now on the street, they are still together since their houses are in the same direction. But now it's finally time to part ways, and when they take different routes, despite being angry just moments ago, something seems to be bothering them both. And then, after hearing him say something, the woman turns around while crossing the crosswalk. She did not hear what he had said. Moreover, she could not even hear the car coming at high speed toward her. She could not even see the lights that the car was making. I guess we know the reason the two of them ended up separated. However, this guy is not going to let the person he once loved get ice skate just like that. He moves quickly and pushes her away. Eyes closed, there is nothing but darkness for a second. Then, once he opens his eyes, he finds himself on a bed. On top of him, there's a girl. Apparently, that girl is his sister, telling him he's going to be late. But this is weird. The girl looks like she did in her younger years. Moreover, why is he in his house? Didn't he get into a traffic accident? But then he wonders, how is Yuzuka? Is she okay? Yet, the girl doesn't know who this guy is speaking about. But then he tries to explain that Yuzuka is his ex-wife. Observing her brother's behavior, the girl understands. He finally fell to such a level that his hands are not going to do the work anymore. Our boy has started creating imaginary girlfriends. Wondering why she is in her uniform, the girl mentions it is for school and that he should get changed as well. Turns out, it is his high school ceremony. Later, in class, the boy realizes he has time slipped. He can redo his life. He does not have to work overtime without getting paid and stay long nights fueled only by energy drinks. And more importantly, he must avoid the woman he had married. She cannot say yes to him once again. Looking at her, despite all the hate, he can appreciate a cute face. But in this second life, he will join a better company and marry some high-spec woman. The only issue is that he cannot remain calm with the woman seated behind him. It is time for introductions, and after Kuro's Kohei introduces himself, it is Yuzuka's turn. She stands up in front of the class, and once she says her name, the woman loudly declares, Yuzuka Kuros. Turns out, she came back in time as well and forgot she is no longer Kuros. Either that, or she has had these desires since an early age. Hearing her say that, even the teacher wonders if she heard correctly. After that, the girl tries to apologize, explaining herself and mentioning she got dragged along after Kuro's koan. Despite the teacher taking it casually, suggesting she might have been nervous, Kohei caught on to it. Later, at the library, Kohei looks for something to read and is glad the woman did not notice he also has memories of his past life. Not to mention, they had started their relationship after graduation. But that is that. He should stop thinking about his past life. Then, from behind, he can hear a familiar voice mentioning that this is a coincidence. Yuzuka just appeared behind him, and our boy pretends he does not even know her. But the boy suggests that, even in class, he was sleep-deprived after gaming too much the night before. Hearing that he likes games, the woman seems very eager to have him give her some recommendations. This is really weird. Why is she showing so much interest? Furious, Kuros reminds himself how much he hates the woman, and the recommendation he wants to give her is named, "Get the freak out of my face." That's what he actually wanted to say, but it would have been too suspicious. And now, after mentioning some games, with a smile on her face, The girl mentions she likes those as well. That smile she just put on her face is something he cannot let seduce him. That smile would only lead to insults once they get married. Her voice, saying she would rather live with insects than with him, echoes in his mind. She keeps asking the boy questions, wondering if he has siblings, asking what his name is, and continuing to push. Wondering what this interrogation is about, Kurose starts questioning its purpose. He begins believing this woman is planning to brainwash him while he is still young and turn him into a man she can push around. Or maybe she just wants him to be her friend. She did not have any friends after all. But even so, she must know that he will turn into a guy she would hate the most in the world. She's just, maybe she's trying to find out if Kurose has memories from his past life? Realizing that might be the case, the boy decides to make a run for it. He already decided not to get involved with her in this second life. And now, while moving away, he suggests his sister is in the basketball club. If she wants to meet her, she should go to one of her matches. Later, once school finishes, it is raining like crazy outside. The exact same thing that happened in his previous life. If he remembers correctly, on the entrance ceremony day, lightning struck a nearby park. But there is no other choice. He must pass through that park on his way back home. On his way, he sees Yuzuka taking shelter, looking all scared, wondering why she is not heading home. The boy remembers her fear of thunder, which could end any fight instantly. However, this time, he is not getting involved with her. There is no chance. Yes, he turns back, questioning the girl what she is doing there, pretending he has no clue. Wasting no time, the woman suggests he might be worried about her, but he declines. Kurose just wonders if she has an umbrella with her. In his past life, she would always carry an umbrella, and he would be the one leaving his at home so they could share the same one. Turns out, this time the woman lent her umbrella to a child who had none. Knowing there's going to be an incident in the park and that she's going to pass by, the boy is about to give her his umbrella. He is about to leave without saying anything else, but she stops him. He would get wet this way. Therefore, she suggests that the two of them can use the same umbrella. Kurose, all flustered, mentions they would both get wet if they do that. More than that, they just met. If they start sharing the same umbrella, people might get the wrong idea. Hearing all that, and seeing his embarrassed face, the woman starts laughing. She suggests he is getting all worked up because he is embarrassed to get under the same umbrella with a girl. His inner man cannot let her make fun of him like that, so he decides to join her. And now, she makes a move, grabbing his hand. When she wonders what is going on, she just mentions he is going way too fast. Moments later, as they are walking, the thunder strikes very close to them, making the woman jump onto his shoulder, pushing the jewelry around his strong arm. Despite seeming scared, Kurose suggests she can let go of him. Yuzuka realizes something is wrong, and even the boy realizes he is getting flustered over something like this. And now, when she is about to say something, Kurose's sister shows up in front of them. She directly spots the woman sitting next to her brother. Could it be that she is his girlfriend? Kurose immediately declines. She's just a classmate. But from there, things take a bad turn. Yuzuka mentions she had heard about the sister. Following that, the little girl wonders what Yuzuka's name is, and moments later, after hearing it, she mentions that is her brother's wife. Despite Kurose's attempt to stop her, it is impossible. She starts mentioning what her brother did this morning. It's the universe that brought the two of them together. Therefore, she is not going to interrupt their date. But before leaving, she shows them a picture of what happened earlier at the location where Yuzuka was sitting. A lightning strike hit that place, setting it on fire. And now, after she leaves, leaving the two alone, the woman's expression changes, mentioning that our boy time-traveled as well. But if that is true, then what? The girl believes he is a child, keeping that a secret. But then Kurose lets out his frustration, bringing up the questioning at the shop. She was trying to probe him, pointing his finger toward her. The boy mentions he is planning to get through his high school years peacefully. She should not approach him again. It seems they are on the same page. But then he says something. Kurose mentions he wouldn't have spoken with her if she weren't in danger. That makes the girl realize he tried to save her from that lightning. But then he tries to decline it, mentioning it would have left a bad memory. He still hates her. Moving on, Just because she does not have any other friends to talk to, she should not talk to him. They each move in different directions now. Yuzuka remembers his last words from the previous life and that he was trying to protect her. Therefore, as she is leaving, the woman quietly says, "Thank you." Kuro's, not sure if he heard it right, decides it must have been just his imagination. No need to think about it. He's not getting involved with her anymore, and keeps going his way. Further in time, Kuro's is playing video games together with Yuzuka, beating her harder than he beats himself. Yet, he finds her reactions rather cute. Her way of saying she's going to beat him next time is even cuter, but this guy has played the game thousands of times. Now, realizing the boy entered inside his head, nothing else can be heard or seen. The girl starts shouting, wondering if he is listening. But something seems weird. He broke up with her. What is going on? Moments later, a light blinds him, and the moment he opens his eyes, the boy sees his sister in front of him. She just woke him up. He is going to be late. It seems that was just a dream, and he overslept. Leaving his room, the sister mentions he won't be able to go on a school date with his girlfriend if he keeps wasting his nights playing alone in a dark room, with a pack of napkins on his left side. Despite playing all night, Kuro's realizes it was not as fun as he remembered, especially because the graphics are old. However, the game he played was the one he used to play together with Yuzuka. Frustrated, the boy realizes this woman has been popping up in his mind a lot lately. Now, in order to forget about her, he is going to make new friends. As he walks down the hallway, he can hear some girls talking about joining a club. Then it hits him. The art club might be a good idea for him. And followed by that, with his chest up, stepping down the hall as if he is the main character farming some aura, everybody is glaring at him. In his previous life, he only started drawing after entering university. But this time, if he joins the club, in 3 years he can learn more and enter university for the arts. His dreams are shut down the moment he opens the door of the club. Yuzuka is there, surrounded by 3 otakus. Seeing that, our boy closes the door and starts walking away. He starts wondering why she is there. Kuro's brushes it off, believing she was just thinking along the same lines as him, since she is an otaku too. Going further, he arrives in front of the Manga Research Club. This could be a good choice. This art style is pretty similar to the mangaka he likes. In the next moment, the door he was sitting in front of opens. And there, a potential lover appears. Seeing the boy in front of the door, the girl wonders if he came here to apply, and lost in the girl's eyes, he confirms it. This club's senpais have all graduated. Unfortunately, she is the only member left. Her name is Akabane, the club president. Looking at her, Kuro's is still trying to process everything. To think such a pretty senpai existed. If he had decided to be in the go-home club, he would never have been able to interact with her. How lovely. It is going to be just him and his senpai in this room, doing whatever their hearts desire. Moving the subject toward the drawing on the door, it turns out the woman is the one who made it. Making the boy believe she is already a pro is an amazing feat for her young age. Hearing him use such a weird expression, she is taken aback, but Kuro's brushes it off, mentioning this is the first time he has seen someone so talented. Looking at her, she shows a smile. He is a bit more relaxed, but the tension is already built in his body. He messed up and talked to someone as if they were younger than him. The club activities for this group include creating newsletters and posters for the culture festival. Hearing that, Kuro's believes she is not only a skilled artist but also has noble ambitions. This girl really gives the feeling of an adult, while he, on the other hand, would love to convey the enjoyable aspects of manga. Moving on, Kuro suggests his senpai is a hard worker. He believes she is someone amazing. Looking through her drawings, he remarks that everything is exceptional. He even mentions that polishing one skill to its extreme is exactly like a professional. Kuro's really respects that. The way this guy speaks makes the girl blush. It turns out his adult mind is a turn-on for young girls. However, when she mentions something about that, he tries to deny it. But then, as things start to look like there might be something beautiful between the two, Kuro's decides to accept joining the Manga Research Club, since it seems like the two would get along. But from behind, somebody just slams open the door. It is none other than his ex-wife. Yuzuka.